So like a big shift in understanding for the breath can be had if you just understand that what you're doing when you breathe is you're letting it by. Like you're letting time, movement, you're letting your being go by. The breath is you getting out of the way of that. So if you do something like running, there's a lot going by you. And so you have to breathe a ton because the breath is the total volume of everything rushing by you, which is one level down seen as the amount of energy that you're taking in, right? Like time is running into you and your breath is escaping it. That's what keeps you alive. Otherwise, your chemical reactions all go kaput, like the body starts to rot. When the breath stops getting out of the way of time, the body just obeys inertia and thermodynamics. The breathing is getting out of the way of the flow of entropy, which is also what people think that they're getting energy from, but you're not getting energy from your breath. The energy is where you're not getting out of the way of the flow of time and you're absorbing it. So when you breathe still or even fast, know that you're slipping through, not breathing in, right? And then even when you're running, like that breath is just to get by. The breath isn't fueling anything. The breath is allowing. It's the effort of allowing, and all the effort comes from the skeleton swimming through the muscles. As the inertia flows by, the breath has to pump because the flowing is the breath. Is what people downstream think of as chi. Right? But if you've fallen into where the breath is chi, you've lost your sail at the soul level. And it's if the breath is being seen as like an intake, right? That's you're unconscious, you're dead. You're dead. And that's where the saying "let the dead teach the dead" comes from, right? If you're lucid, when you remember, the breath is an allowing, is an effortlessness, is the flow state. So as you swim through the air, and the direction that you tack into being gives you lift, gives you just like a sail. So that's where the instant you invoke flow state, you're invoking fluid dynamics, which is invoking lift. Right, so the flow state for the breath isn't an intake, but an allowing to go by at an angle, which generates lift, which generates choice. Right, and that choice is outside of time before it is decayed into chi, into oxygen, and therefore it has choice over.